I will start my debate in 3, 2, 1. The affirmative team said that society depends on the government for fulfilling the sense of safety, and they said that we should decriminalize crime like drugs and prostitution and give the criminals rehabilitation instead. This does not making the society feel safer because if the criminals only got rehab and not given any consequences, they will just do it all over again. They'll think that what they're doing is not that bad, and the crime will spread wider and wider into society. Others will see it not as a crime, and they will be tempted to do it along with the original criminals. Rehabilitation is a must in this case, of course, but punishing the criminals for what they do is also important. If the criminals got big consequences, a big punishment for what they're doing, they will think to stop instead of doing it all over again. Therefore, the law will be just and the society will feel safer. As I say, the affirmative team said that by decriminalize the victimless crime will make the law just and proportional. They said as long as no victim made from the crime, government should not punish them. This, however, ignores the deeper effect to society and it leads to bigger social harm. Many actions like drugs and prostitution cause damage physically for society, like damaging public health, safety, and the most important thing, morality. For example, let's imagine someone doing prostitution. When they hop around from person to person, they can spread a disease like AIDS. Many countries suffer from this illness as the cure still hasn't found. Other example, like doing drugs, if it decriminalized, many people will say that it's okay to do it and will do it over and over again. Those examples can cause a higher risk of addiction and health disease, and because they can actually spread disease, there will be a lot of hidden victims. Also, when drugs and prostitution get decriminalized, it may make the society believes that this action is acceptable and it'll weaken the public morality. For example, let's take a look back at history. In 2001, Portugal decriminalized the drug use, of course. Some reports show lower case of overdose death, but besides that, people started to use drugs in public places. They began to think that it's a normal thing, and the tolerance of addiction is increased. Also, in some parts of US, prostitution is legal, causing a lot of human trafficking, and they hid behind this law, saying what they did is legal while it's actually an illegal sex trade. Meanwhile, in Indonesia, strict rules are applied for drug using and prostitution, for protecting young people, and the law has proven that drugs and prostitution is not a casual thing, because number of youth addiction and teenage pregnancy is very low. I strongly disagree with this motion. While the idea may sound fair in theory, in reality, many of these crimes are not truly victimless. The harm may be indirect or just simply attack their mental. Decriminalization may offer short-term freedom, but it'll cause long-term damage later. Oh iya. 3 menit 57 Miss. Soalnya tadi bacaku cepet sih. Ya. Lah. Iya. Bye.